What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? It's your boy, the author, back at that ass again. Here's another one. What? I just wanted to, come in here today and make another video, man. I just make videos when the mood or the moment inspires me. So I got a few topics I want to touch on, but this topic, has been on my mind for a few days, and basically it's because I've been hearing a few of these so-called Black Power guys come out their mouth and say that the black woman is God. No, the fuck she ain't. You know what I'm saying? I guess by lips little chat. Excuse me, lip chat. Shower. Coming out of that shower. But I guess they came up with this scenario scientifically that based on her melanin and her phenotype or her physical characteristics that she is God. And I want to tell you more later about where I think this whole idea is coming from. That why the black revolutionaries are saying that the black woman is God, because for the longest they were saying that the black man, was God, which is, it's all just a self-esteem builder. That's really BS too. I mean, not at this point we're not, but definitely not the black woman either. But so they're talking about the black woman is God, this, that, and the third. And when I think of God, I don't know about you, but when I think about God, and it's all that other shit, I'm thinking about someone who is powerful, who is almighty, and definitely someone who doesn't give up, or someone who wants to be like someone else so bad to where they alter their own appearance. Now, and I got many reasons why the black woman isn't God, but I have a particular story I wanted to share with you. So usually coming home from work, man, my man gives me a ride. He doesn't have his vehicle anymore. I'm trying to save up so I can get one, but I'm gonna save up, try to save up for this home, man. So basically, he doesn't have his ride anymore. So his quote unquote fiance picks him up now, and he still tries to look out for me. Since it's on the way. The way he goes home, he kind of passes through my way, and I can still get myself home. But I mean, since we cool, we chill, we talk. He's one of the only ones that I talk to. I'm one of the only ones he talk. He's one of the only ones I talk to, and I think I'm one of the only ones he talks to on more of the serious tip. So anyway, to make a long story short, man, I finally get in the car, and his chick is in there. Stereotypical chick with the fake weave, the fake braids, and all that. I was turned off by the first time I saw her. I thought she was disrespectful. But this time she's in the car, she's driving, so me and him are talking. That's one thing too. This is an example of how a lot of black women need to keep their damn mouths shut. I mean, no offense to the sisters who are doing their thing, but even the good sisters are following some of these idiots. And so basically we're in a car, we talking between each other about work, and I think I said something like bullshit or something like that, and she's gonna turn around in her car talking about one thing I don't tolerate, Ray, and that's cursing. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is she talking to? I don't want to be rude, you know what I'm saying? Because that's his quote unquote fiance, but I'm a full grown man. I mean, I say what the fuck I want to say. But I'm like, whoa, he curses you with somebody who, I try to still keep it respectable, though, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to offend my man. I said, well, my man curses, you know what I'm saying? But she's like, well, that's one thing I don't tolerate. And usually you're lucky because people who sit in the back seat, I make them wear their seatbelt. I'm like, this bitch, I got the shit face. I'm like, you smell that? You smell her breath? This bitch is talking some serious shit. Right? I try to wave my nose. Why you talking all this shit? First of all, the car was small as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there. I'm taking up both sides of the seat. I can't even sit on one side or the other because their chairs are pushed back too far and my legs are too long. So I can barely fit in that motherfucker. First and foremost. Second of all, how the fuck am I gonna get that seatbelt around me? My big ass. I'm gonna get my, I mean, I ain't huge, but I'm not gonna get that. If I can barely sit in the middle of the seat, how the fuck I'm gonna get a seatbelt on? You dumb bitch. But I'm saying, like, okay, so I said, well, if it get to that, I'll just get an Uber. You know, so and I'm like, well, I said, you work at a Title One school, because I think she thinks she's a little bit more than what she is, because she work at for the school district. And a lot of these black females who are quote unquote teachers in the school district, especially at these Title One schools, I didn't peep this firsthand because I worked at a Title One school as well, and they are bad influences for these black males, man. They favor the girls, and they treat these black males, the black boys, poorly. So when I was in that position, I reversed it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so she was talking shit. I said, well, you know, you hang around someone who curses. You say you want to marry. I said, well, I don't know how y'all gonna get married because he curses openly. Then he cursed again. Then he said something like, I said, well, you watch the movies he watched? Because he watched Menace to Society and all that shit. And she was like, well, yeah, I watch movies, but I like, well, shit, if you don't tolerate cursing, then you shouldn't be watching the Menace to Society and all the other movies he watched, if that's what. So she finally pulls into the parking lot and she jumps out the car and walks real fast back to her room because I guess she didn't like what I was saying. And I was like, he was like, you see what I have to put up with, dog? And I said, better you than me. So, yeah, so pretty much, man, that bitch, she didn't care anything about cursing. And, you know, she worked at a Title One school. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like about all these black females. They try to treat black men like we're their children. It's like, bitch, I'm older than you. You know, I'm a grown man getting off work. I like to have a beer, and I like quiet. I want to unwind and talk about my day like me and him usually did before he lost his vehicle. You know what I mean? I don't like to hear all that bullshit because I'm not your kid. I'm not in your kindergarten class. I think she teaches elementary school or some shit. You know, they'll let just about any black chick do that. But especially in these Title One schools, because a lot of all the other races of women don't want to work at Title One schools because they feel with poor, you know, black children. So they let them do whatever they want as far as the black females go. But yeah, that's just more shit that makes me know that. And these are the ones with degrees with these bad attitudes, and they think they're better than the ones that don't have degrees. But it's like you got the same attitude, man. Your attitude is very similar to the ones who don't have degrees. Like it's real ratchet, and they got the same weave, all bottled up, and then that shit looks disgusting. All those braids, I hate that shit. And then so, my point being, that's why I've had, I've had a lot of chances, but I've never, excuse me, I've never married a black woman. I was supposed to marry one, and it's similar because she has her master's, and the girl I was with had her master's degree, and we were together for a little while. But I wasn't gonna put myself through that because if we was just in a relationship. I said if this is rough, then the marriage is gonna be even worse. But my point is, you can't be God. Most of these black women can't keep a man. How you gonna be God? And you can't even keep you can't even keep your mouth closed while men are talking. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whatever they get now I don't know if I was white, the scenario might have been switched over. She might have had more respect. But it shouldn't have to be that way. There had to be a white man in the car in order for you to show some respect. And that's why, because they got that what's that stock syndrome mentality where they love the group that don't give a shit about them. I guess that's part of it. But and that's why I guess they're giving the black females more jobs than the black males on average. But yeah, man, it's like a lot of, no matter how old you are, it's like these black females will treat a black man like he's their child. Even though I don't stay with you, you don't take care of me. you just driving back to your apartment and getting out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it don't even matter. You could be making the most money. Some people think, oh, it's probably a money thing. You could be making more money than him, because I know of if she was doing all that in the car. See, she trying to disrespect me, so she's disrespecting him equally. You see what I'm saying? I know she treats him that way. You know what I'm saying? Because if she had more respect for him, she had more respect for his friends. But see, they don't do. A lot of these black females, they don't respect none of the men in their family. And then they wonder why no one wants to be with them. And then you say you're going to go to white men. I got news for you. A lot of them ain't going to marry you either. Because they didn't grow up with females like y'all. The average white woman is way more feminine than a lot of y'all black chicks. Just to be real. You know what I mean? A lot of the some white kids grew up cursing their parents out. Y'all try to beat the shit out of y'all kids for farting in the wrong direction when y'all upset. So it's just like, man, I mean, but her black woman being gay. When I think about God, man, I think about someone who's all powerful, who can overcome, who's original. Even if you don't think about it in the Bible sense, you think about God, the originator, the original. Someone he doesn't want to be like anyone else, so he's not gonna get a weave or a wig. You know what I'm saying? And he's all powerful. And at least if you look at it in the sense of he doesn't quit. Black women have given up a long time ago, and I think the reason why these black so-called revolutionaries are trying to say that she's God now is because she controls all of the economic wealth in the black community based on the feminism bullshit. So if they want contributions, they have to cater to her, i.e. the black so-called black revolutionaries have to cater to her, just like the preacher caters to her every Sunday, telling her all this bullshit. That's 99% of it is untrue. And that's why they're not held accountable. I mean, I'm at work, man. And I deal with people with credit and trying to create accounts. Almost every black woman that call and try to get service has bad credit. I'll say about 99.9% of them. I mean, so bad that they don't even qualify for shit. So, I mean, they ain't used to being held accountable for nothing. Ain't nothing they fought. You know what I'm saying? They just all perfect. But the rest of the world know you fucked up. So, you ain't going to get nobody like that. A lot of them just, they just remain alone. Because if the black man can't put up with it, no other race of man is going to put up with it. Like, you might get a dude that might dick you down from time to time, but he's not going to stay around you. As soon as he busts, he's going to get up, pull his pants up, and go on. And marriage is real big for women, because women need to feel like they're being kept. A lot of them do, They might want to mess around a little bit when they're younger, but marriage is real big for them. Especially with this planet being more females than men. If men played it right, most of us could be players, but since we cater to females, then the ball's in their court. And it's like, you get one female and then you're supposed to stay with her for the rest of your life. So who gets all the other females? All the rich players who do whatever the fuck they want. It's one of those type of things. But the black woman being God, I mean, I know that's bullshit. Straight like that. You call me Uncle Tom, call me whatever you want. That's bull to the shit. I mean, I've had arguments with them since day one. Even the women in my family, man, smell on that bullshit. I'm like, and nobody's perfect. I ain't saying I'm perfect either, but I mean, for just no one to shut the fuck up. Why you gotta give a black man such a hard time? All these other, if you gods, then you should be at the top of the food chain, not the white woman. So if you gods, you should have found a way to flip that shit by now. Since the 60s, when they put most of the real revolutionaries in prison in the 60s, and you were left alone with the kids, God would have flipped it and took over and said, hey, we're going to still take over this whole shit, even with our men in prison. And you at the top of the food chain, and white women are coming to you for jobs because you own everything. Then I'd be like, oh, shit. Maybe we married to God. But we all know that shit didn't happen. Out of here with that God shit, man. Get out of here, man. Black woman the first one when she have an argument with a man to say, "Oh, God gonna get you," like God is just on her side. Why would He just be on your side? You know, you only speak them up when when you think it's convenient. You know, you believe in that preacher trying to jack him off. You know, trying to get with some of them deacons in there. The black church look like, hey, it ain't nothing but a club. Like a lot of these, like, you know, it's the club for old black women. And some young ones too. So all that black church, most black churches is, man. That's why people have broken off and gotten in their own churches. But I had to get that off my chest, man, because I just think that's just straight up bullshit. When I think of God, I think about power. At least someone who, even if you don't think about the big white man in the sky, you do think about somebody with power and someone who's original. You know, especially I know someone who's trying to put the weave and the wigs in their head. Man, come on, man. Somebody who can't shut the fuck up, especially when a black man is talking. Someone who can't listen. Someone who got to always be right, especially, yeah, because I remember this one time I had a problem with this 8th grade female in my class. Now she's been bad from day one. She got a reputation. She has a reputation. She had a reputation. Her and her sister was both bad, and I rolled her up, and we got to sit in the vice principal's office. Of course, she's a black woman, and she gonna sit me down and her down like we the same age. I'm like, this girl is 12. I'm 34. You know, what the fuck? And then I said something. She gonna tell me, let her talk. Mm-hmm. See, that's why y'all remain alone, man. You know, these big floppy, flabby asses, you just remain alone, man, because nobody's really trying to hear that shit. You know, you treat your relatives, you treat your uncles, your brothers, all like they kids, and you're the one with a childlike mentality and the hatred of white women. Truth be told, because you want all their hair and everything like that. For the most part, a lot of them, not all sisters, but a lot of them. Enough of them to make weaves $1 billion industry. Don't tell me it's just some of them. You know, 1 or 2 females are getting weaves. If 1 or 2 females is making the weave industry $1 billion business, and they go into the Asians. But they got a black female in Charlotte, another big black female in Charlotte. A lot of black females are overweight too. A lot of the average black female is bigger than the average man now. Because I mean, a lot of times too, man, that, you know, that social service, the welfare, you just sitting down, you're getting fat. But she was in there and trying to buy eyelashes, and the right here in Charlotte, and the little Asian dude thought she was stealing, and he could have been right. And he kicked, and she was in there, of course, with no man, because most black females walk around and got no man. So he kicked her in the shin, and put her in a headlock, and slammed her to the ground, because she big, but of course she ain't in shape. And he had her pinned down on the floor, and while his wife was trying to get her off, and he held her down there until the cops came. And then a news team came in, he's trying to quiet it down, because the news team came in there and was like, well, you owe her an apology. And then a few other black women came in there when they put it on the news. I won't never come in your store again. You weren't supposed to be in there in the first place. You thinking it's enough as y'all buy weaves and wigs, y'all at least have the sense to set up in your community and buy from each other. You go in the Asians and they don't even want you in the store. If you do go in there, they want you to know what you want, go in there, get your shit, and get out, and be out in about 5 minutes. They don't want you to shop around, because you shop around, they're looking at you thinking you're going to steal something. And sometimes they're right, because these black females stole from his brother's shop in Houston and snatch and grab, weave, and hauled ass. And they had them on camera. Brother had a business. I mean, full grown women, not even young ones, like they was in their 30s and 40s. Fool asses. That's God? Bullshit. That's God. I don't want to see the devil. I tell you that shit. I just thought I'd air that out, man. Go ahead and I can know I'll catch some flack for it. The hell with it, man. I speak my mind. Speak the truth. Truth sometimes hurts. I need to speak the truth for myself. I ain't God. But at least I don't got nobody's hair on my head. But yeah, man, make sure to like, subscribe, leave your comment. Try not to leave no dumb shit. Think before you leave a comment. Alright? And this is your boy, the author, signing off. B.